Hey Hardin County, it's Michelle Labas, and we're going to talk about the 2025 real estate tax recap. Now, this was posted a week or so ago. It kind of looked a little different. This one is the Excel file, so it has the percentages and it's 2 pages, but it's the same information from Mike Bacon, the Hardin County auditor. So I was able to talk with him a kind of how this is set up and what goes into the numbers. So first off that you need to know is that these are the actual receipts, and you can find them on the settlement sheets. So this is on the auditor's page, and there are 2 settlements, the first half and the second half of the year. That's when your taxes are due. And it's really just these numbers that are taken off here. Here's the Homestead Act, the rollback 10% and the 2.5% rollback. There's another video that kind of focuses on those if you want to learn about how those are factored in. And this also has the millage and the effective rate on it. So, but this is the actual receipts, right? So if somebody's not paid, if they're delinquent on their taxes, that's not necessarily going to show up on this. You will notice in the first half, and listen, this is out on my website, hardincountyvoice.com, under county departments and then auditor. So you just kind of have to click through those things, and this will be up there. So if you want to download it and kind of look at the numbers and play around with them, you're more welcome to do that. A lot of people pay at the first half of the year, so that's going to be larger than the second half. If you have delinquent taxes from the year before or the settlement before, sometimes those show up in this first half. On the settlement sheets, it will tell you. So down here at the bottom, it says that there's $98,000 of delinquent tax that's factored into that number. So those are kind of where the numbers are coming from. These are from property tax, right, which was the whole purpose of looking at them. Now, how this document came about, this is not a typical public records document. Fred is a county commissioner, and he asked to have this document compiled, and then it was able to be discoverable by other people, and then I found out about it, or we all found out about it on Facebook. So that's kind of where it's generated from. Once a document like this is made, right, it does become a public record, and so we are able to see it. The yellow lines here, Mike said, are just call outs for county departments. Like, you know, this is the county and the Board of DD, which I was really surprised. I mean, there is a ORC kind of mandated that you have a Board of DD, so I think that's why that's factored in. Otherwise, it's the 911 levy and the sheriff are the only ones that are factored out. But if you want to look at this, right, so you can really call out at the front. Here is public libraries. What else do we have? Ambulance boards are on here. Then they have the whole corporations are all together. Townships are next. And then the school systems are on the back. Now this down here is the special assessments. Those are ditches and different things. We'll have to dive into those another time if you want to talk about those. And then pretty much the grand totals. Now it's also nice, Mike put in some percentages. So if you want to see what percentage of the total is, you know, rolled into the all of the levies, you know, that's kind of on there. So it may be interesting to kind of separate out these levies and look at like our ambulance districts. We've been talking about that in our fire districts and how much of their budget is made up of levy, right? And how much do they get in levy form compared to other people, and, you know, the difference in the schools. And so that might be something that if you guys are interested, let me know and we can kind of break it out. But otherwise, take a look, and at least now you know where the money is and where it's going. All right, we'll talk to you later.